What's the list I'm looking at for names? It's my subscribers and my patrons. So if you wish to see yourself appearing in one of these games, then become a subscriber or become a patron over on Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking, or if someone does the exclamation marky thing. In my heart, one air wing will be known as Heresy Penguin. Yeah, it's such a good name for an air wing. Such a good name. Razul. Actually no, I'm going to call Razul the Recon. Razul. Hang on, that's probably just one Z. RAS! I was wrong. Right, then the other Mediterranean task force is going to be known as Tin Tuna. Because, you know, tunas are at sea. And then we're going to have this one known as Badkins. Actually, Badkins is a bit of a legend. So we're going to name the channel force as Badkins for his awesome work on Kaiserreich. And then we're going to have Utari Onzo. And submarines. Two Dog Knights, the submarine flotilla. The Knights of the Sea. Sea Dogs. Huh? Huh? It works. Heresy Penguins for the submarines. Ah, too late now. And then we're going to have... Oh, I should have saved that one for the Dutch. Never mind. Wilhelm van der Beek. Okay. And... Buddhist Jim. Another submarine. Oh dear. Spelled that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, there's an H. And... Sorry, I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. Banro. That one. And then this one is going to be Eagle Slayer. Cool. I'm not going to rename the training fleet or the reserve fleet, because those do kind of need to be the one name. Then we've got Palumbo and Maharal. Eagle Slayer, I guess that's the anti-American fleet. Kinda should be, shouldn't it? Right. So once my flotilla has arrived in the Baltic... Has France been called? Cannot call on allies when... Wait, did they usurp me? No. What? Yeah, France is in. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Everything's fine. And you know what? I'm going to set my recon fleet up slightly differently. Stop you reconning that and just recon this. The lower Baltic Sea. Alright, then I'm going to get you lot to move to Dover. Ready for action. Yeah, I'm really feeling like we need more recon ships. I'm saying that I'm not getting any recon down here. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of a risk and not patrol that. Because I want to make sure the English Channel remains patrolled. I really do need another patrol fleet. We have submarines, we have one light cruiser. We have a bunch of destroyers, but they are still being built and trained. Oh well, so be it. Garrisoning Danzig. That's a terrible idea. Poland. Yes, sir. Right. Palumbo. Sail over. Please hold on to... No! If they take Danzig, then I'm not helping you. The Shadow Scheme factory is taken in use. The careful preparations we took in the Shadow Scheme to ease the transition of our civilian factories to full-time war economy have now paid off. The new factory is already much more efficient than could possibly reasonably have been expected within this time frame. Scottish Highlands and Lancashire get some, so that's 4. So actually you just get 3 factories or something. No. They just came into being. Okay. And now we have 3 military factories. So is there any gear that we're low on? Carrier fighters. And tactical bomb. We're not using tactical bombers. Actually, yes we are. I thought they were strategic bombers, but they're in fact tacticals. No matter. Well, if we are short on carrier fighters, then we can build some more. Don't get cut off from the sea, Poland. Don't do it. Ready to move. Otherwise, I'm going to go and have to defend France. No, we've lost it. Alright, let's go to France then. Ready to move. And you lot can stop training. You're also complaining about the lack of control. Okay, so we need to have a lot more smaller recon fleets, is what I'm taking away from this. Oops. No. Medium range. That's fine. So, what I would like to do... Actually, you know what I could do? Is I could just split the recon fleets I have right now in half. Yeah, you know what? I like that idea. Because they don't need to be huge, they're just there to find people. So if we get the recon fleet, we're going to go down to 2 light cruisers and say 10 destroyers. Save. Okay. Hopefully they go down in number as well as up. These guys are already fighting. Did I do you already? Yes. It's just this one. Alright, so now we should be able to get twice as many recon fleets out. Don't forget Egypt. Good point. Well, Egypt I currently have on garrison due. Well, that's not really going to be enough, is it? I'm not going to be attacked from the south. I am... Okay. So I'm going to take half of your army, put you in a new commander. And I'm going to say that this lot is going to be guarding this, with an objective of hitting that, just so we can start building up. And this is going to be Auchinleck. Your job is basically just to hold. And then we have Harold Alexander, who is going to be responsible for Ethiopia. Then I want another field commander, field marshal, which I don't actually have one of. Alright, someone needs to get promoted. Yes, sir. Which frankly could actually be Auchinleck. Remind me of your skills. Career officer and inflexible strategist. Yeah, it could totally be you. So Auchinleck's going to take command of this. And then we're going to have another defensive guy, probably Richie. Well, no, it's going to be O'Connor. Then this is going to be the Africa group. Egypt group. Auchinleck can get what skills? Yeah, you kept those two. That's what I was hoping. Unyielding defender? Defensive doctrine? Let's get you unyielding defender. And defensive doctrine. That'll do for now. You two are not ready for command yet. Okay, so your job is just going to be holding on to Egypt. Then Monty is in charge of the rest of the Africa region right now. British submarine sank 10 German convoys. Damn, the British submarine's already coming in like a wrecking ball. And I do feel like I should probably try to send some more to Egypt. Although what I'd quite like to do is take South Africa's units. That's sending. Request forces, here we are. Alright, so we've got all of South Africa's troops. South Africa's troops are going to be brought in to the Ethiopia front, which is now going to be expanded. No, damn it. Go away. Move out! For some reason that wasn't working. It is now. Expanding throughout the whole thing, and I'm going to cancel your current objective because your objective is going to be something like that. Okay. Meanwhile, troops landing in France. We have some more military factories. What am I short on? At the moment, still carrier fighters, but I suspect that that's just early battle attrition. I think I'm going to increase the number of regular fighters I'm producing. And I would also like to train some more infantry. Now we're out of manpower. Don't forget scavenger is useful. It's useful if you can get it, yeah. It does require other stuff first, though. Kind of pissed off I wasn't able to help Poland. Would have liked to. You still haven't caved to me. Cave to me, Holland. You know you want to. It's the right decision. Battle results. Sank 10 destroyers, lost 4. So far, so good. Sank 12 convoys. Bloody hell, my my submarines are doing a fantastic job. There's a lot of German convoys roaming around right now. Metro Porn and Shotgun Live. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Come on, guys. Hurry up. There we are. Alright, so you lot need to deploy. I'm gonna do this, having an idea about what's coming. But I will try to rush forwards and defend these two when the time is near. You are another 5 units that we could send. I'm going to send you there. Meanwhile, there are the air battles going on. And how many fighters do I have? Oh, I don't have any manpower regardless. I can't deploy any fighters just yet. Right, and I may as well withdraw with my Baltic fleet. There's no point in my fighting for this anymore. Yep, they're all on strike. Good. We just need a bunch more recon vessels. Ah, the numbers did go down. Good. So let's group all of this together. And keep an eye on where my transports go. You guys are spreading out nicely. Help France against Italy. France tends to do pretty well against Italy. The problems arise when Germany goes through the Low Countries, which they are working on right now. So the Netherlands really needs to get a move on with the gateway. Although I think that they're basically going to battle. German U-boats trying to get away, but they have been spotted by my destroyers. Right, Mediterranean Bastion is done. What exactly did that give me again? Where was it? It was over here. There it is. That gave me Alexandria defences and also air bases. So we can now fortify Malta, fortify Suez. We could go for coercing Spain, which will turn them democratic. Or we could fortify Gibraltar. Nah. Steady as she goes. We need to get the stability and the war support. The mounting crisis is precisely why we must remain true to our roots. We will continue the course that we have sailed in recent years, rather than making any drastic political changes that may cause internal instability when we can least afford it. What was that? Port strikes? Oh, port strikes. Right, yeah, those are a thing. We need some fighters over here. Click on you, add. Those are all interwar fighters. Never mind. Let's get 200 for the time being. We're going to need more than 200. Let's get 300. Can't create the air wing. We have no manpower. You're on your own. You have an aircraft carrier. Use it. Generally need to use PP to also increase support to get Spain to send democratic. Okay. 7 more convoys sunk. Another port strike. Large ships on low health. Yep, I would say that you are, but you are repairing right now. But that's what the port strike's doing, isn't it? Red naval report. Sanko submarine. We keep finding their subs. Calling in like the entire fleet. Not sure that's quite required, but okay. Spotted enemy navies, naval combat, air superiority, naval combat, close supply, Poland. Well, actually, one thing I could do is move you, out of there and into here to guard Central Med. And then this airbase has close air support, so we're going to stick you here to cover northern France. And then the bombers and stay there for the time being, but we might need to move you away somewhere else.
Listen up.
You guys are sailing, good. Looks like you're basically deployed. You've got all of your organisation back again. That's the important thing. Naval battle. My recon ships versus their bombers. I really need to get more fighters out here. No! I lost the battleship. Sod. These things are expensive. Convoys. Light cruiser. 2 destroyers. Their air force is screwing us. Convoys. So fuel's getting a little bit hairy. Let's import some more. I need that political power. I've only got 4 days. You know what? I'm going to cancel that until I've got my political power to bring the women into work. Meanwhile, how are we doing here? Troops are still on the way. Are you seriously walking?
Ready to move.
Take the train! Oh, wrong place.
Move out.
There. That's you. Okay.
Attention.
Need like 10 more days. No, 5 more days. Poland's still not capitulated because they've held on to Warsaw better than I did. But they're not going to escape. There's no holding on to Danzig for them. Haven't played this game in a while. Have they added the ability for strategic bombers to focus on specific targets? Yes, they have. See you, League of Average Gaming. Another 3 convoys. So they have some submarines over here. So we're going to need to start getting more destroyers. Like, destroyers are kind of a big deal. About to finish another one here. So let's set that to 1. And then build more Steckles. Send them to the training fleet. Actually, how's the training fleet looking? Oh, we have 2 more ships that can be... Damn it. That's not what I meant to do. Battle. Where are you fighting? I really want to see a big engagement between us and the Italian fleet, but I haven't seen it yet. Two destroyers for 2 submarines and 5 destroyers. That was a bad engagement for us. Lost 6 more. Yeah, we're definitely losing ships off there. Right, let's say... No, I'm not going to set up any avoids just yet. Lost 1 destroyer, lost 1 naval bomber. They lost 2 light cruisers and 9 destroyers. That was a better engagement. So they are trying to attack us here, not very successfully.
Ready.
Meanwhile, the South Africans
Ready to move.
need to learn to take the train.
Move out.
Get to about there, then take the train. Casualties, 2 more. Okay, here is a point when I really wish I could tell trade routes to avoid this region, but not ships, not warships. Sink 2 of their convoys, better. Yeah, I think I consolidated my fleets too much. The recon ships needed to be far more spread out. Fall of Warsaw. German forces advancing in Poland have succeeded in capturing Warsaw. Although, actually, speaking of which, we did split them up, didn't we? Please do automatically split off, even in the reserve fleet. Because if you don't, then the reserves don't work. Alright, so this fleet, I'm going to select you and say, new task force. I would like for you to become a recon fleet, please. I'll send you to the Mediterranean. And then I want another recon fleet, because I'm pretty sure I can field 2 of you. With the HMS Aurora, which is a new one, it's a tier 2. New task force, select task force, recon, okay, and I also want to give you the recon icon, and we're going to send you, I think also to the UK region. Alright, so now the UK fleet has 2 more ships that it can use for patrolling. And we're going to say Bay of Biscay and the Iberian coast. That's one too many. Right, not the Iberian coast. I might need to get another fleet out here to protect the Iberian coast and the African coast. And that can be primarily destroyers. Although I quite like my 2 cruiser, 10 destroyer composition. It's quite good. Hey Katie, so fun story. While at work today I was talking to a co-worker who also has Hearts of Iron. We were discussing names for our ships and he goes, what are you going to name your carrier class? And I was like, oh, Blackjack and Hookers. Right as my boss goes into my office and goes, what about Blackjack and Hookers? To which my co-worker goes, it's Katie naming her carriers in a game. My boss just blinks and goes, right, I'll just leave you two to speak nerd. Are naval battles more interesting? Yes. How many ships do the Germans and the Italians have? Good question. The Italians have got about 130. The Germans have 55 to my 256. I wonder if we already had the big showdown with the German fleet and I missed it. In which case I'm going to be very bitter. I do think that the naval pop-ups go away a little bit too quickly now. Okay, we have 100. So now I'm going to say, send the women to the workplace. Boop. Which is going to finally give me some manpower so I can start using some air forces. Although we have air force superiority over there, they have a bit more over here. Have they been mining this? No. Not yet.